Okay, so this morning we're going to look at how we can get a substitute into a Canvas conference. So as an administrator, the first thing you're going to do is open up your Canvas conferences and you're going to click on the admin button. Inside the admin button, you'll click on your school. Mine says K-12 schools, but yours might say your own school, Andover Elementary or Evans High School or whatever the case it is. Then you'll go in and it will pull up all of the courses that are at your school. You can search for the individual course here at the top, or you can slide through the list. Once you've identified the course, you're going to click on the plus button, so the add users button, and you're going to put in your personnel number as a teacher in that course, okay? That's just temporary, but it's going to allow you to go in and see their conferences. You will see that there are other choices down here, but teacher is the one you need. You'll click on next, and then you will click on add users. From here, you'll now be able to click on the actual course heading right here. It'll allow you to jump into the specific course. And you will click on conferences. It may prompt you to click accept in the course before you can continue. Click on conferences. And now if the teacher has a conference already scheduled, it will show up here. If they do not have a scheduled conference and you need to make one, then you'll go ahead and you'll click plus conference and you can rename it. You can name it Sub Tuesday, Miss Cookie, whatever you need to do. And then instead of having it be 60 minutes, you're going to click on no time limit so that the sub can use the conference all day. The next thing you want to do is, in my opinion, you're going to uncheck invite all course members because we don't want any of those people to join that session early. Then you're going to click on update. From here, you're going to see that now we have a conference, but it hasn't yet been started. So what you're going to want to do is you're going to want to click on start. I'm going to go ahead and X out of this because I don't need the audio and I'm recording audio right now, but you could, of course, connect your microphone. And then you're going to want to get the invite a guest to join this meeting link. So we'll click here and you're going to see that there is this crazy long link here. And that link can be emailed to a substitute or if you happen to have their email address, but it might be faster and easier for you to shorten it. So we're going to highlight it and we're going to click on copy. And then we're going to close this out. We're going to leave this window open here and we're going to hop on over to another tab and we're going to go to Bitly. I have an account, but you can certainly just go into create. We're going to put in our long URL right here and we are going to shorten this. So it's something that can be easily digestible. It's going to shorten that really long link up there and we can click copy and save and get on out of here. So now what we have is we have a short link that we can provide to a substitute in a Google Doc or on an index card or whatever we need to do. And that's going to be how they get into this conference. So let's look at what that experience would be for a sub. They're going to come in, they would log into the desktop with their generic credentials. They would open up the Google Chrome site. From here, they would type in that shortened URL we just gave them. And then it's going to prompt them to enter the room. Now, the challenge here is that once they join the room, just like students, they will be locked. And so you'll see here that I'm in because I'm the owner of the room, right? The teacher in the course. And then I have Miss Cookie, our sub, who's stuck in here, but they're locked. So we're going to go ahead and we're going to split our screen to show you what this experience would look like. So here we have on the left side of the screen my teacher big blue button, which is where I'm in as the administrator right now. And now we see that the sub has joined over here. Okay. So as the administrator, I'm now going to click on the substitute and I'm going to click promote to moderator. Okay, so I'm going to promote them to moderator. Once I've promoted them to moderator, then the substitute, who is over here, remember, will have the ability to unclick their audio, rejoin their audio with their microphone, just like students would, and they'll be able to have all of the same permissions that a teacher would have. And they can also now click on their name and take presenter, which means that they can share their screen, they can add anything that they would need to add, they can send a public chat, they can do everything that a teacher would do within our system. Now, a couple things you want to remind them of is they want to leave this room open all day so that you don't have to keep promoting them to moderator and going through that process. So they'll leave that room they'll keep that open all day. Then at the end of the day, the very end of the day, that last period that they're teaching, they'll click on end meeting, which will automatically disconnect everybody. And that will then allow for the teacher to see that that conference has been concluded, okay? So the teacher can click on end the next day, or the admin can click on end, and once that conference is ended, they will no longer be able to reopen it, okay? So I'm going to go ahead and delete this since this isn't my class and just a demo, but that gives you a sense of how you could go into a teacher's class as a school administrator and be able to either start their existing conference and get the guest link to give to the substitute, or to start a new conference if they don't already have one scheduled. Thanks.